From NBC News, this is Today with Kathy Lee Gifford and Hoda Kotb, live from Studio 1A in Rockefeller Plaza.
So much.
Coming up next, we have Candace Nelson sprinkles a little magic on her famous cupcake recipe. This is gluten-free, so it's going to be terrific after this. Wow, time for today's kitchen. And
somebody has gas.
We're getting saucy with executive pastry chef Candace Nelson, who happens to be the founder of the famous nationwide Sprinkles cupcake shops.
And Candace has come with a treat. If you've got someone on a gluten-free diet in your house, and chances are these days you just might, then you're going to want to grab a bowl and a mixer. Candace, so good to have you.
Thank you for having me.
Sure.
We're making gluten-free red velvet cupcakes today.
Sounds perfect.
Okay, I'm going to start this mixer up, but we already have our butter and our sugar and our eggs creamed in there.
Okay.
And I might put you guys to work. Okay. I like to pre-mix my wet ingredients, so if you wouldn't mind just dumping those in there and giving it a whisk.
What do we have here? What are we mixing?
And pre-mixing the dry ingredients.
Which are
cocoa, going into our very important gluten-free flour blend.
Okay.
And then we have baking soda and salt. And
What's
here
this?
we have red food coloring, vinegar, and vanilla.
Vinegar?
But I heard that there are hidden glutens in different things, like cocoa can have some, or certain vanillas can have it, right?
Absolutely. The most important thing in gluten-free baking is that you substitute your traditional wheat flour for gluten-free flour.
Right.
And there's tons of great gluten-free flour blends on the market. Just go to your supermarket. But there can be hidden glutens in things you wouldn't imagine, like cocoa, depending on how it's processed.
Right.
Vanilla, depending on if there's any fillers. And, of course, food coloring. So you want to look for the gluten-free designation on the box.
So there's gluten-free food coloring as well.
There is. And
Why
this
is
is
there
actually
so much more allergies to gluten now, would you say?
Well, you know, a lot of people have allergies, and then a lot of people are suffering from a very serious disease called celiac.
Celiac,
where the body literally can't handle gluten at all.
No, it's horrible, yeah.
And so for those people, the hidden glutens can be just as dangerous as the wheat flour. So I'm going to
in making this red velvet,
add
so the only thing we're talking about that makes red velvet cupcakes red is just the food coloring, nothing else.
The food coloring in this case is what's making it red. You can use beets, but I found that it creates a little bit of an aftertaste, which is not desirable. So we're going to go ahead and get all this mixed in.
Okay.
And I love having your help. Thank you
you're welcome.
so much.
That's the way I roll.
Exactly. She likes to help.
Now, gluten-free baked goods can have a bad reputation for being heavy and leaden.
Why is that?
Well, gluten is actually a protein and adds to the elasticity of the batter and helps it rise and makes it fluffy. So when you take away that protein, can lead to trouble. So you want to make sure that sometimes you add back in some of the protein with an extra egg or
that's a good point.
And some additional leavening.
Okay.
So we're not going to mix this all the way.
That's
done.
Right, but I was having fun.
Yes, you were.
You're excellent
Are we
in the
scooping?
kitchen.
What's going on here?
Scoop. So what's great is to use one of these ice cream scoopers so you get all the cupcakes the same size and they'll bake in the same amount of time.
This is what I like to do. Stuff like that.
Perfect.
See, she's perfect.
Just plop it in and you're going to
I just like to get it done.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Okay, so say that's done.
Let's say that's done.
Those are good.
I'd like to welcome you to my frosting station over here.
Okay.
That we can do.
And the best thing about baking with gluten-free materials is you don't really have to change anything in the frosting.
Okay.
You just want to make sure that you're not, working with vanilla that has any hidden glutens in it. So we've got this luscious cream cheese frosting, and you each get an offset spatula.
Okay.
And just start with a big dollop on top.
Big old dollop.
All right. And
You
what's
don't want to be
this?
shy.
This is something else?
Oh, that's just in case you need a little bit more.
Okay.
And use this offset spatula, which has the perfect angle to make these beautiful swirls, and go around the top of the cupcake. Smooth it out. How are you guys doing?
I'm moving along.
Oh, beautiful.
I'm just going to start doing them all.
Hey, you know what?
You'll know mine.
It's still, it's still going to taste delicious. And then you can pick from one of our fun little sugar decorations here, depending on your mood.
One perfect one.
And then once you guys have frosted to perfection, we're going to do a taste test.
Oh, we are?
Okay,
Yes,
well,
I want to know.
we better do that now.
I want to know if you can tell the difference. I'm not going to tell you which is which. We have regular red velvet cupcakes here, and we have gluten-free.
Okay.
So one of each.
Since it's a test, I guess I better have to.
You have to.
Oh, yeah, we have to go.
gotta go.
Okay.
So.
Oh, well. Candace, thank you so much. Take a big bite while I thank her. Thanks so much,
Cheers.
Candace. Cheers, darling. Up next, you